Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo, Branson, Missouri. Going to do one cast today. I boated down here. I'm just about to the power lines above Monkey Island. I'm going to drift a power worm, believe it or not. This is a pink Berkeley power worm. It's been threaded on the hook. This is a Dwayne Doty deal. 4-pound line, number 8 hook. And he runs it up the hook onto the line so that that worm is straight, but just a little bit of it is hanging below the hook. That's how he rigs it. And about 2 feet of line to a barrel swivel, and then there's a snap swivel that's strung above the snap with the bell weight. That is 1/8 ounce bell weight. And I'm just going to throw it out and we're going to see what happens. They're running 3 units. I only see one boat. Only saw one boat coming down. Pretty amazing for a Thursday, and it's 70 degrees outside. Pretty sweet. Current's not real fast here, so you don't need a lot of weight to get down. Okay. I'm not used to sitting and fishing. And that goes to the bottom, and it just kind of rolls on the bottom as we're drifting. And you want to feel the weight bumping the bottom. Just ticking it, not grabbing it, but just taking it. And I'm starting to feel it now. Most of the gravel here, most of the bottom here is gravel. There's some places where it's bedrock, and then there's some places it's silt. For the most part, it's gravel. Now, if you don't feel the bottom as much as you think you should, you can release a little bit of line. Try to hold my rod up a little bit, because when that fish grabs it, and I'm not really speaking from experience. Like I said, I've very seldom done this. I've drifted, but not fished the pink power worm. You really, I don't think you need to let him have it too much. So you should grab most of the worm in his mouth, including the hook. Try to keep the boat halfway straight. Hopefully you can see my rod tip. Let me turn the camera a little bit. Of course, there's no wind or anything, so there's nothing impeding my drift. And underneath the power lines, I'm past the power lines. Those that fish down here know what the power lines are. We're at about 300 yards. 4 or 5, 500 yards, maybe 6 from Monkey Island. I haven't heard really any fishing reports today. Jimmy, my son-in-law, took his kids out, his boys out, and I think a couple of nephews fishing, and he said it was pretty windy for them. That was several hours ago, and I guess the wind has laid down quite a bit. There's not a whole lot of wind downstream. Said he went up Rourke Creek. Maybe it was a little windy up there. Of course, the nice thing about using a power worm, you don't have to check your bait. You know, if you use night collar, minnow, power eggs, all that stuff, you know, that stuff can come off. But the only thing that could happen to this is if the hook picked up some leaves or moss or something. But the bump of the bottom is pretty distinct. And so is the bite. The bite's a little bit like the bump, but it's more of a bump and pull. The snag will just grab it and pull. But a bite will bump, 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 and be pulling at the same time. That's a perfect drift. That weight's just kind of bumping along. It grabbed something just for a second there, but it let go. A lot of people think that's a bite when it grabs like that a little harder, but if you just be a little patient and see if it lets go, you don't have to set the hook every time the weight grabs a rock or a stick or something that's on the bottom. It's not quite like a jig. A fish will grab a hold of that worm, and almost every time it's not going to let go of it because it's a soft plastic and it doesn't really feel like something that's not real to them, like say a spoon or something that's hard. It doesn't feel real. Plus it's got some scent to it, so a little more incentive of holding on to it. I'm going to check it just to make sure it hadn't picked up any trash. Getting a little close to the island now, so I'm going to move the boat a little bit that way. It's got a little bit of stuff on it. There we go. Throwing it about 35 feet or so out. Water out here is about, oops, look, so, grab something on the bottom. Water out here is about 15, 20 foot deep. Supposed to get some rain tomorrow and the next day. Thunderstorms. So that means intermittent rain. Had a little rain go through here just a minute ago. Heard some thunder. It was just a real small cell. And yes, I did bring my jigs, if in case power worms don't work. Every time I try to do a video of drifting something like bait or night crawlers, I don't do very good. Yeah, we're just about to the beginning of the island here. Get a little wind blowing up lake. Oh, that was the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and check it again. Well, there's a little tiny bit on there, but I think they'd probably hit that. Even with that little bit on there. With the wind blowing me upstream, it's slowing me down a little bit. You just about, if you wanted to, reduce the weight, so it's not grabbing quite as hard. All the traffic you hear is Highway 65. Wind's kind of pushing me into the island a little bit. Check my hook just one more time. My worm's not completely on the string. It's kind of come off a little bit, and that's what keeps catching this stuff. It's actually better if the wind's blowing you upstream than just the opposite. If it's going downstream, you're moving faster than the water, and it keeps your weight off the bottom, which is not good. So you'd rather have wind blowing up lake than down lake if you're going to have wind at all. Sideways you can handle too, because you can always adjust your drift. I might have to edit this video a little bit. Probably put you guys to sleep. Uh-oh. Oh. Thought I was snagged there for a second. Oh, I spilt my tea. Oh. Phooey. Forgot it was there. Tell you what, I'm just about ready to, since I'm past the island now, I think I'm going to run down and drift around the bridges a little bit in front of the landing. See if it can do a little better down there. Well, we got Steve Dickey on a guide trip just in front of us, so if he's fishing here, maybe there's a few fish and we'll catch one. You can see we've got, we're just below Scotty's Trout Dock, and you can see the Branson City Campground. Railroad Bridge is above us, and we've got business, no, sorry. Yeah, Business 65 and Highway 76. Bridge. The old bridge. Uh-oh. Oh, I got picked up some. Yeah, I'm in a tree. Yeah, I'm dragging it. Nope, it broke. That's the fun part about. Oh, came loose. Still got my worm. It's the fun part about drifting. You always get broken off all the time. Oh, that was a bite. He hit it hard. Now, I don't have to change. I don't have to check my hook. A lot of times they'll come back and get it. He didn't, but that was a fish. Hit a little harder than what I thought he would do. Okay, must have got deeper in here because I'm not feeling the bottom. Okay, I got it now. If you don't feel the bottom, your chances are you're not going to get bit. Like a little discussion on the bank up there. Two guys got tangled up. I don't think either one of them liked it. We have two bridges here. The first one's the old, I don't know how old it is, it's over 100 years old, I believe. The original bridge. And then this second bridge was added just a few years ago to handle the traffic that this span gets. Steve's still down there. Oh, I got a fish. I was about ready to say I am keeping my tradition alive, not catching fish when I do a video. That's a short, stubby fish. It's a male. It's really dark. And if I touch him, he'll probably milk on me. I caught him in the bottom lip. And that's one nice thing about it is drifting like this is, yeah, sometimes they'll swallow it. Most of the time they're not going to. Be able to release them live. So, caught one at the bridge. Sure, a lot of people out today. I don't blame them. Not many people in boats, though. That might have been a bite. It kind of felt like it. I think I'm getting a bite. He's just kind of playing with it, though. Pretty sure that's not the bottom. Check the hook. Well, I'm just about down to what they call Main Street Marina, which is where the cruise ships are docked. Oh, I just missed a bite. I was about ready to say I might just go ahead and quit here pretty soon, but I think I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. Especially I got a bite a minute ago. I'm getting got another bite. There he is. Got him at the top of the mouth. Easy to get off. Still got my worm, it's still in good shape. Let everybody see the nice place that they have here. Nice restaurant, you can eat outside. The Lake Queen's parked on the upper side, which is a little unusual. The Landing Princess is parked here on the side. Even with 3 units, it's just the water's not real fast down here at all, which is really nice. It's a nice, easy drift. The only problem is this is a section of the lake that runs north and south, so a lot of times when you get a straight north or south wind, it really acts as a wind tunnel through here, and it can get pretty tough. Not getting a really good bump, so I'm going to release a little bit more line. This is deep through here. It's 25 feet. Oh, that wasn't very smart. That's funny. I drifted into a no-wake buoy, and I got a whole bunch of stuff on my worm, so I'm gonna call it quits. I'm probably just about out of battery anyhow, so I better, I think I've been filming for about 40 minutes. So I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned a little bit. Saw some things you usually don't see on one cast, so see you tomorrow.